I feel like I'm in a new era of self where I can see the person that I want to say I'm becoming, but I really think it's the woman that I've always been. But at the same time, I don't want to be a performative version of that. I look at a lot of my old content, my old Instagram, I reactivated. I haven't posted anything, but just looking at all of my old photos, I love them. Oh my God, my Instagram is such a vibe. Even though I don't plan on posting on it, undetermined, if ever. Um, I love the era that I was in, the vibe, the colors, the talks, the all the things. Like I just love what I created on my Instagram. I feel like it should be way bigger. But I do feel like there was a bit of performativeness about it. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think that's a good thing to be able to express in whatever way I want to express. But at the same time, I feel like that's just not where I want to go. I feel like I'm starting to want to get back into witchcraft, but not in the way that I've been doing it, not in the way that people think it is, not in this performative way or in this doing stuff way. I feel like it's more of a being essence rather than performing. But I find myself wanting the nostalgia, not nostalgia, but wanting the comfort of that. Like whenever I would watch certain videos or I would do certain things on my altar, there was just this sense of peace and love. And I think in this moment, I'm recognizing that what that feeling was just me exploring the depths of myself that I didn't know was there. That I felt like I didn't know how to or couldn't in the time, in the moment. I feel like when I look around at people, everybody's just playing this character, even especially on Instagram and TikTok and all of this. We're all playing these different characters in our head of who we think we should be, how we think we should act or show up in the world. And it's one of the reasons why I left Instagram and social media altogether. I was just so sick of that. I was sick of that from myself. I was sick of seeing it in other people. And I scrolled down and I'm just seeing everybody's just playing this character. And again, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not real, you know? It's not authentic. It's not love. It's not the love that we all really want. It's just a performance. And I don't really want to be a part of that anymore. I want a real, true, raw version. And I feel like witchcraft and magic and just creation in general brought me closer to that truth than anything else I've ever done. I was talking to my mother about why she was asking me, did I want to go to church with her? Sometimes she'll ask just to see if I want to go. Like she can maybe convince me to go back. And I told her the main reason, or one of the main reasons why I left Christianity was because I don't like the idea that my life, decisions, or the things that I want is in the hands of other people. That my thinking, how I move in the world is guided by others, guided by words in a book of a person. People that I don't even know. I don't know what their fucking intentions are. But just living a life that has been laid out for you, this belief systems that have been laid out for you that are wrapped in fear of knowing yourself. I feel like the Bible and religion as a whole now currently has become a way to avoid yourself. a way to be afraid of yourself. And as I've grown through my understandings, through my own personal understandings, and just looking at a lot of the things that we're taught, like I see even Lucifer in a different light. A person or a being who wants to be free, to have the autonomy of self. And angels, they don't have autonomy of self. They are angelic slaves. They only work for God, a God who wants to be worshiped 24/7, who has jealousy issues, who has, these smiting issues if you don't go with what it says, but then at the same time gives you free will to not do that, but doesn't want you to use the free will. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be a part of that. I, just like in my last videos, I trust in myself now. And that has been hard. I'm not even going to lie up front with you. That has forced me to face the fact that I have not trusted myself at all. That's a big thing that no one talks about. I have not been able to trust myself because myself, my human self, my spirit self did not match up to this biblical version of what God is supposed to be. Perfect in all ways, all knowing, all seeing. If I know everything, then nothing can go wrong. That's not what spirit is. It's not even what the universe is. Universe does not see things as good, bad, right, wrong, positive, negative. It just is. And I just am. And spirit and consciousness just is. That has made me face my impossible perfectionism and made me face a lot of really hard, painful things that I tell myself all the time. Ways that I see myself that are not healthy, and making me take a really hard look at the background voices, the background narrative that has been in my mind and running my life into the ground. I think that's what full autonomy is really seeing what's there and taking accountability for it and finding a way to be okay with it. And not many people can do that. That's too hard. It's hard. A lot of what we see in the world is a bunch of people playing this imaginary role that someone made up at some point in time that they felt like they had to be. And I understand now why some people who seem to have all the things, they seem to have the great look, the great style, the great this, they're either, if they have everything, if they have the people on their side, they're not happy, or if they have all the things that should look good, but they don't have the people. You know what I mean? Like, it's all a reflection of who we are within ourselves at every moment. I don't know how to explain that. I hope that kind of makes sense. But in this new era that I'm walking in, I just want to be that truest version of myself that I could possibly be. I don't want to perform for the world. I'm even considering letting go all of social media completely, forever. I thought I wanted to be known and in front of people and famous. Maybe there's a point in time for that. But at the same time, I don't feel like that's my role anymore. At least not in this era. I feel like I have a lot of great things to say, but I don't think it's the time. I think the time now is for me to just really step into this truest version of self. I have a lot of challenges ahead of me, but I would rather be happy with me than trying to be some other thing. This is the reality of self-worship. The reality of trusting yourself is that you really have to get very comfortable with self, all of self. And I feel like there's things playing in the background that I've been avoiding and not wanting to see, not wanting to know, because going back to that program system, that to know yourself is demonic, or to know yourself, you should fear that because you don't know what it is. All of this great energy, great infiniteness behind me, I have not wanted to touch it because it's scary. It's unknown. It's a feeling like, I kind of think of it like, if you've ever seen the movie Wanted, it's about assassins with Angelina Jolie and that other guy. And Morgan Freeman's in it too, that British guy. Morgan Freeman and the British guy. Anyway, in the movie, he has extreme anxiety that makes him have the ability to slow down time. And he's terrified of it because it's panic, it feels like panic because it's unfocused, undirected. And so he takes pills and he kind of cowers under the feeling of it. He's a pushover. His, girlfriend is sleeping with his best friend, like just all kind of shit. Like he's just been this pushover all his life because he's felt insignificant. He's felt like no one, when in reality he's held the powers that no one else has the ability to do. Very few people in the world has the ability to do, and he's the best at it. Oh, the irony, right? And it isn't until he gets off the meds and he has help into being able to focus that energy into something, well, not useful. Killing people isn't useful, but something that allows him to use his gift in a way that he chooses. I'll say that. And I feel like I better understand that now. I feel like I have the whole universe behind me, the power to direct it in any way that I want. I just don't know where that is. And I feel like we all have the same power, but we've been taught to be terrified of it, because those who know that if we are free to be in that, there's no controlling us. There's no controlling me. And that's scary. That's scary when you don't know what that is. Christian people would call it demonic. I would call it the truest version of everything that you are. Anyways, I'm going to go. I just feel like talking about that. All right. Bye.